Hi kids! Today we are going to make Impressionism owls with dabs and lines. Okay, so we're going to start by just drawing this, and then we'll be coloring it in the style, in the way that Impressionistic painters actually painted their paintings using lines and dabs. We're going to start it on white paper like this one. This one's not quite finished yet. And then we're going to use oil pastels, and we're going to color in all the sections. You can see this section isn't done yet, but all this is done. And at the very end then, we are going to cover the whole thing with black oil pastel, so it looks, black watercolor, so it looks like our owl is sitting at night. So we're going to first draw our owls. And you are going to need an eraser and a yellow piece of chalk and a piece of watercolor paper, which I will have provided you when I come to your class. So let's go ahead and get started. So when I take a look at drawing my owl, it's quite simple. We're going to do it in these steps. The final step is going to be coloring. We will not get to that today, but we are going to go ahead and draw it out. You guys would have yellow chalk. And the nice thing about using chalk is it's light and it erases. And it doesn't show as much as pencil. But since I can't, it's very hard to see the yellow chalk on the screen, I'm going to use an orange chalk. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first thing you're going to do, fill your paper with a large oval. A large oval. If you goof up, you can use your eraser to erase the line. You still want to draw lightly with chalk, just like you do with pencil. Okay, and then the eyes. If we look at the eyes, we're going to draw them kind of close together, and we're going to just draw really big eyes to begin with, and then little eyes in the middle. And as far as the beak is a triangle. Simple, simple. Now, a lot of people mistake these for ears, but they're actually wingtips, and they're not ears, and they help owls fly. So starting above the eye, we're going to go out, come back in, and it makes it kind of look like either like a bent horn or an ear, but they're called wingtips. And do it on both sides. Now for the wings. We're going to come down and back up, kind of in a long football type shape. Down and up. So down, it's kind of bent, and back up. And on this one I overlapped a little bit more. I probably should have done it on this side too. And then I'm going to erase the body line. I mean, if you can see too, best way to do this is to tap, not swish with your hand, because if you do that, you'll smear all the chalk. But you can see, it didn't erase completely, just like it does when we work with pencil. It doesn't erase completely, but it erases enough so that when we go over it with oil pastel, you won't see it. Okay, then we're going to have our owl sitting on a branch. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to make that branch so it kind of goes behind, so there's a line behind the owl. Okay, and then the next line I want you to draw underneath the owl. It's kind of like when we talked about the horizon line. Then it looks like the owl is actually sitting on the branch. Okay, if you want to draw then an extra little branch, you can come and bring a branch out like this if you'd like. I'm going to erase that line. Again. There we go. And then if you want to, you can do like the little toes, 1, 2, 3, like your owl is kind of tucked inside. Last thing, if you want to, again, this is not something you have to do, but sometimes they have this pattern on them where it just scoops this way and this way. You can draw that in and then decide later if you actually want to use it or not. The other thing I noticed is I have a line right here I want to get rid of and a line right here. And I just want to kind of clean it up so that I get it ready to color. Remember, tap, don't brush, and you are ready to color your Impressionism owl. Again, this is what we're going to be doing next, and then afterwards we're going to be painting it. See you next time.